Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Since my channel is going to be dedicated to foreign language learning, I thought it would be fitting to make a resource video for my first video. The reason I'm not actually recording myself saying all of this is because I'm recording it on my iPad and it will not let me flip the camera while I'm recording. So with that being said, let's dive right in. Now, a little disclaimer, I haven't used a lot of these books. I've actually just bought a lot of them at Half Price Books. They were having a 20% off sale, so I went kind of crazy. But let's just I'll mention the ones that I haven't used, and all the ones that I have used I will give a little mini review. So all of these Teach Yourself books here I have not used, unfortunately. I bought the Bulgarian, Catalan, and Danish the other night, and I can't say much about them, but I have flipped through them and they seem really nice. The Bulgarian seems really, really nice, but the Cantonese I've had for a little while, and I've looked through it, and I do like the way it looks. It does use all the characters, so that does make me very happy. On to the next, we have these French books, the Imaginer and the Reprise. I love these. I use these for my intermediate French 1 class in college, and they are very, very, very good. This was the actual textbook, the Imaginer, and it's good, but it's kind of like a elementary book that's really condensed and moves rather quickly. But the Reprise is a grammar book, and I'll show you a little bit. It has very good explanations. Let's see, where are we? Let's go to the one that I've actually done the exercises. Sorry about the crazy camera work. Alright, so this is on the perfect tenses. And it gives very, very, very nice, very, very nice explanations. Plus que parfait, how to form it and everything. And then it gives you copious exercises on practicing. You can see I've written in all of these just for practice. So if you can afford this, it is rather expensive since it is a textbook. I believe it is somewhere around $60 if you look on Amazon. But if you can afford it, I would definitely recommend getting it. There is one called The Ultimate French Review and Practice, I believe is what it's called, and it's cheaper, and it's just like this book, just not textbook form. We have 601 French verbs, very, very nice. The only thing, this is kind of a nitpicky thing, I couldn't find the verb s'asseoir in here, and I don't know why, it's the most irregular verb in French, but that's just a little nitpicky thing. Then my dictionary, that one uses some Britishism, so it can be a little confusing. And this Gaelic book, I have not used this. This is one that I've bought recently, but I do like it. Unfortunately, I don't. It's the older edition. I don't have the CDs for it since it only had the book. But I'm kind of figuring out the pronunciation as I go. I've heard some pronunciation. And very, very nice. I'm very interested in the Celtic languages. Alright, German. Now, these aren't all my German books. I've taken some out. I have the... Get it. Teach Yourself German. Very nice. The Living Language Basics German. I prefer this one to the Teach Yourself just because it has a complete grammar section at the back, and it gives everything. That's not grammar. It gives very nice grammar in one place. Very, very good. Very, very nice. And that one comes with this little dinky dictionary, which is not bad if you're just starting. It teaches, I think it claims to teach 15,000 of the most frequently used German words and phrases. So, that's not bad to start. And then I bought this Ultimate German the other night. And it is the older edition, but that's okay. The only thing about it is that it was published before the spelling reform, so I have to watch the spelling, but that's okay. And then the German Demystified. This one it's okay. I don't really care for it. It's structured a little odd, so I don't use it very often. And then this textbook that I found called Deutsch heute, and I haven't. It seems good. It's just a standard textbook, so it's just an extra resource I have. And then 501 German verbs. Moving on, we have Greek. Again, I just bought this one the other night, and I flipped through it, and it seems like, normal teach yourself material. And I also bought, I'm running out of room in here, so I have some stuff off to the side. I have a Langenscheid's Greek dictionary. So, and this is pretty nice. It has the accent, or the stress, written on the word. So, very helpful. Next, we have Icelandic. 2 Icelandic books, colloquial and teach yourself. I prefer the colloquial just because of the grammar explanations. It's more thorough than the teach yourself, which the teach yourself is okay. And I don't know, I just prefer this one. And kind of an interesting little fact on this one, I don't know, just from listening to it, it seems like one of the women on the recordings of this, it sounds like the singer Björk. I don't know, it sounds like her to me. Alright, Italian. Now, just, Small Baron's Dictionary. I have upgraded since then. The Teach Yourself Italian. Again, I bought this one just the other night. And Italian Made Simple. This is actually a pretty nice book. It does not have any audio, but it does have nice explanations. The only thing that's rather odd is that whenever it has a word that has an irregular stress, let me find that. It will capitalize the letter or the vowel where the stress is. And I can't find it at the moment. But, like the word camera, it will capitalize that first M. And I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. But, and then the 601 Italian verbs, just like the French one that I showed you. And then Japanese Demystified. This is just like the German. I don't really care for it. It's okay. It does use kanji and kana, and it also has romanization underneath the text. So it's okay. It wouldn't be my first choice, but it's okay. And as you'll see, I have many, many, many resources for Japanese, as that is probably going to be my primary language. Nakama, I have not used this at all. I've only bought this because I'm transferring to a college that uses this, and it was $8 for both the actual text and the little workbook. So I thought, why not? And if they don't use it, it's not a big deal. The Kanji and Kana book. Now this, I've used it a lot, but the only thing I don't like, and I don't know why kanji books like to do this. The readings, let me get it, are in Romaji. And I don't know why, but that's always irritated me. And I don't understand why they have to do that. If you can read kana, you're buying a kanji book, you can more than likely read kana. So just take out all the romaji and you'd be set. And one more thing. This does not seem to have the kanji in any logical order, as you can see. It jumps everywhere. And it's not my favorite book, although it is okay. And we have the Elementary Japanese, which the first one is up here. The first one. I really like these. They come with one CD. And they have exercises in them, of course. And this is what's used at the University of California in Berkeley. And I only bought this one rather than Genki because it was cheaper at the time when I bought it. It was only $40 and it came with the audio, unlike the Genki, which was all separate and would end up being somewhere around $100 for everything. And now I know they've repackaged it with audio. But it is nice. I really, really enjoy this. Has nice, extensive dialogues. It has it in a manga fashion at first, with no English. And then it has it all laid out with the translation underneath. And the second one is like this as well. And then it has some things about the dialogue next to it. So I really, really enjoy these. Let's put that back up there. Alright, now the basic kanji book is just a book that teaches kanji. This only teaches, I think, 250. There's 2 books in the basic series, and that's just what it does. It just teaches kanji. When I bought this, I was of the opinion that I had to learn all of the kanji individually, but I don't use this method anymore, and I find it rather time-wasting. So if you're going to practice it, I would say get this. It's kind of expensive, but if you're really wanting to get a kanji book, I guess you could get that one. And then we have the Kanji Learner's Dictionary. This is okay, too. I keep saying that about everything. It's only okay. Again, this has romaji. I don't know why, but it's there, and they have extensive examples of the usage of the character, which is nice. But I have something else which I use, but it's decent. It gives lots of examples, and it gives all the different pronunciations and everything. It has a lot of lookup. It has several lookup systems to look up a particular character. Now, this kanji de manga, the Yoji Jukugo is really cool. It teaches the 4 character phrases used in Japanese, and it has a little picture to kind of help you remember, and an explanation at the bottom. So this is pretty cool. It's not very expensive. I say, go for it. Let's see. A dictionary of basic Japanese grammar, I say, is essential. Very, very nice. I only have this one. I plan on buying the other 2. Oh, and then this basic or beginner's Japanese dictionary from Oxford. This is very, very nice. I do like this. And what I really like about it is that it gives the word first in kana, and then it gives it in with the kanji if it is written with the kanji, and with verbs. It tells how you mark the object with the verb. So to me, that's invaluable, whether using ga or wo or ni. So I find that very, very helpful. The next 2 books are the first 2 books in the Minna no Nihongo series, and the jury's out on these for me. I'm not sure how to use them. I only have the ones that are completely in Japanese. I don't have the explanations. So they were a gift, and I'm very appreciative of who gave them to me. But I'm just not sure how to use them. And again, they're good for reading practice and translation practice, but I would say kind of skip these and again go with the elementary Japanese books. And then elementary Korean. I haven't used this one, but I flipped through it and I do like it. I have to say though that I do prefer the Japanese from what I've seen. But again, this is very, very nice. I do like it. And it gives a lot of vocabulary. It has a nice amount of vocabulary. And it does give Hangul. And then in the glossary, it will give Hangul, and it'll give characters. It'll give the hanja too. So that makes it a little bit easier since I'm doing Japanese. So to learn the hanja with it. Alright. Now, to leave Asia again. Latin Made Simple. I haven't really used it. It was my brother's book. I didn't want them to throw it away. So I said, hey, give it to me. And then his Latin dictionary from when he took Latin. Now, teach yourself Latvian. I have not used Latvian, and I do plan on learning this along with Lithuanian. This, from what I flipped through it, and it is just absolutely amazing. The grammar explanations are very, very nice. And then, like the German one, I have the Mandarin Basics from Living Language. I really like Living Language. The only thing about the Mandarin, and I've noticed this about a lot of Mandarin books, is that it is completely in pinyin. And I don't know why you can't give characters in pinyin, but this is very nice, and it has the grammar at the end, again, and it also gives, somewhere in here, the 100 most common characters, which is nice, but if you're going to give characters, I say just give them, here they are, I say just give them within the dialogues and the words, just for practice. Since you're starting in Mandarin, I don't see why you can't just start with characters. Alright, now Polish, I just bought this one the other night as well, so I can't say much about it. It looks nice, and I also bought the Collins Little Polish Dictionary. Russian, I do like this Russian. It seems very nice. I want to learn Russian, I just don't have the time right now, since I'm really having to cram German for a class. My classes start, I guess, next week, and I have to learn 18 weeks of German in this next few weeks. So, yeah. But this seems very nice. I would definitely recommend to get this Russian. And then I bought this at Half Price Books as well, to Teach Yourself Sanskrit, just because, again, it was on sale. And it seems more like a explanation of the language rather than a language book, or a learning book. So, it's very interesting. It's probably the longest Teach Yourself I've ever seen. And we have now my Spanish. I have both the old Spanish and the complete Spanish. The only reason is because I thought they were complete. I thought they were different. I didn't know they were identical. And I do prefer this one. This one, I just don't know. The layout seems rather odd, and I don't like the glossy pages. I know that's silly, but I just cannot stand these glossy pages. And I just prefer the other one. It just looks better. And I like charts like this. They took out, seems like, all the charts. I don't know. This one just is more aesthetically pleasing to me. And I also like it because it teaches a European accent, which is the accent that I use. And I get a lot of laughs out of people when I speak Spanish sometimes because of the sound. Now, I have the Ultimate Spanish as well. I do like this, and the dialogues are very, very good for not dialect, accent recognition, as it has dialogues from pretty much every Spanish-speaking country. Here's one from Panama. Where's this? Ecuador. So, it's very nice, and there's a lot of them from Spain, which, again, is good for me, and I would definitely go with this book if you're going to get a Spanish book like this. I do like it. And get back in there. My Spanish verbs and my enormous Spanish dictionary, which is bigger than any other thing I own, it seems like. And I did accidentally skip some stuff. Oh, here's another Spanish book. It's just like the Reprise for French, but it's the Spanish one, which it's very, very nice. Alright, now I accidentally skipped some stuff for Italian. I have the Ultimate Italian as well, and this one seems rather, there's something about it, there's a different feel to it. And the person I ordered this used on Amazon wrote in it, and in the vocabulary list, this one, they've written in some things, and some things, it seems like they've crossed them out and written in something else, like right there. They've changed the meaning. So, there are some translation errors. But still, it's nice for grammar. So I say get it, just watch out for certain things, especially if you speak another Romance language and you know that la is not these. From French, I know that. So, that is a little strange from that. and then my little Italian dictionary. And I bought this Prego. Again, I bought this the other night. And it seems, it's just a, standard textbook, kind of like Deutsch heute. So, and I've looked through it, and it only seems to go to the perfect tenses. I judge my textbooks based on how far they go with verbs. So, not bad. But those are my resources for 2011. I hope you enjoyed. I would like to start making practice videos with me speaking or reading something in the language, but I don't have a camera, and I tried it the other day with my computer, and it just did not work very well. So, once I get a camera, hopefully I can start making more practice videos, and hopefully you will be able to hear me speaking in another language. So, thanks for viewing.